Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happy watching. I kind of missed my cue there. Hi! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happy watching. This is Going Tokyo coming at you with some more LBP3. Doing a little bit of create mode. Gotta fix my tags as I always do. This is a family-friendly stream tonight. There was no particular reason for that. It just seemed like we haven't done one of those in a while, and I thought just to keep us in practice, might not be a bad idea to sometimes, sometimes do a bit of a family-friendly one. So we'll be doing that. I have no particular theme that I'm working on tonight. When folks start coming in, I may take requests from the chat, something that we could build. But I guess I'm just gonna kind of dork around a little bit just to start off with, and see where it goes. We ended up with that really nice like Japanese ocean scene last time, and I really liked that. We hadn't really been planning to make that, and then it just kind of happened. So who knows? Maybe something like that will happen again this time. My headphones are they're not great. I guess it's just to start off with, the headphones are not great at the moment, unfortunately, and I don't really know if there's anything I can do about that. It is a shame. It do be a shame, but it do be how it be. Avalonia's got kind of... I kind of feel like this material's a little bit crummy. The circuits are nice. I really like the blue hexagon. I gotta give it that. I really like the blue hexagon, but like the padded panels. Oh, Hive, lovely to see you. I hope you're doing well tonight. I hope life is treating you kindly. And you ain't got no particular stress. But how does this animated grid look? I mean, it's very fast, and that might need to change. Like a lot slower, I think. See, that, like, it makes the white green, and that's not... I don't like that. Adds exercise to your hexagons. Hee. Oh, Holly. How you doing tonight? I hope that you're super well. I don't like this. I don't know that I like this. Material? I'm glad to hear it. How's Moria doing? Because she was feeling a little bit under the weather last time she was here. I mean, the bigger... Making it bigger is not so bad. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that. I don't know if I like it. Godot apparently has an official YouTuber. I don't know what that means. Like, the only Godot I know is Waiting For. A great deal on dog food today. 4 months of meals from a lad for about 80 bucks. Oh, that is a great deal. Yeah, that's fantastic. They just have a trans VTuber streaming on the Godot channel as part of Pride Month. Okay. I mean, that's super cool. I appreciate that we get a little bit more rep. Scroll up. Oh, it's a game engine. She's talking about how to VTube using Godot. Alright. I mean, how about how to VTube using no dough? How about that, though? On account of a lot of us ain't got no dough. Is the one you're learning C sharp? C pound? C something to use. I think I want... I want to peep the Little Nightmares kit. Because the kitchen wall tiles are kind of slick. Except that not... I mean, I thought they were kind of slick, but Well, like there's a charm to them. It's not like really futury though. It's not. I don't feel like that's what I'm looking for. Alice, did you watch? I saw the TV glow, and was it good? Please tell me it was good. You don't have to tell me anything else about it. In fact, I would encourage you not to, but you're gonna watch it tonight. Then I got my toes crossed for you. I hope that it is a very enjoyable watch. I think, like, gotta go with the white ceramic tiles. Mori's still sick, but she's being a good girl and taking care of herself. Not walking in the rain, I'm hoping. Because I know that last time there was some talk about walking in the rain, and I don't think that that was... I mean, charming, yes, fun, indubitably, but perhaps not best for the health. Shiny squares and diamonds looks pretty slick. White ceramic tiles is a base, I think. So let's start there. We're gonna do some gaming stuff tonight. You know, I feel like you've mentioned this and the details have completely slipped my brain, but I was thinking the other day and I wanted to ask, like, how's D&D been going? Because I feel like that has been... that had been last time that my brain tracked details, kind of like up and down, but kind of good. Going good. Last week was wild. I'd love to hear it. Going good is always very nice to hear. Where am I going with this? That's our question. What is it I'm hoping to accomplish tonight? We've been planning to ambush a caravan being transported by assassins with ties to my character's backstory. Ooh, do we get to find out, like, more on who the lovely Holly is playing? Who are you? Ooh. Then the cart showed up ahead of schedule, so our one-legged captain took off his clothes and leg and hopped down the road to distract them. Like, is this like a Heisenberg play? Is that what's going on here? This was not the plan. I mean, I kind of feel like most plans don't involve being naked, unless it's a naked plan. Plans that I mean, naked plans, of course, you're gonna wind up naked at some point, but most of my plans, for example, generally don't have me being naked in them. Much to the chagrin, I'm sure, of all, and by all I mean absolutely fucking nobody, and I love it. Kind of neat looking, but where's it going? Then we clown on the assassins by restraining all three, I had the mage stuck in a barrier with me while I was while I was stealthed and invisible. Okie dokie. It sounds like an exciting time was had by all, except maybe for the person who was stuck in the barrier? That's gonna be like a real dependent type of thing. Not everybody's down with being barrier stuck. As our experience with the COVID lockdowns showed, I think. She cast barrier spell on her body, so I took her for a walk and dragged her on the ground. Oh my god. That's kind of fantastic though. We could definitely get with that. I almost swore I would have felt pretty silly had I done that. Os! Kronos, lovely to see you. How you doing tonight? Hope the life is treating you very kindly. Hope it's not giving you any sickness or shenanigans. I don't know what I'm doing, Kronos. I am just kind of stabbing at things for the moment and seeing where it goes. Which is a process I do find to be quite enjoyable. Can't wait to play. Oh my god, Kronos. You ain't gotta be like that. We killed the other two and knocked her out. This week I need to pretend to be the head assassin to convince her it was a test that she passed. Oh my gosh. To get information out of her. That's evil. I feel like that's maybe possibly evil. I think I want this as a piece. Is this where we're at? 2 turntables and a microphone? It might be. Like, we're gonna have to trim it off a little bit on the top, but it's not so bad. Why is this, why are you like this? Okay, that's even Steven. Is it the same down here? It is. I don't know why it's got to be that way. I should probably like put some lights and or doohickeys on this. Been scripting a speech about how my former assassin character turned the local heroes to the assassin side, and we need more manpower for accelerating plan to subjugate the local council. Is this the fun kind of subjugation? Is this the kind of subjugation that we can't talk about in a family-friendly stream? I realized that, like, as soon as I started to ask the question, so do not feel that you need to answer. The stream is actually family-friendly. Yeah, I figured, you know, we haven't done a family-friendly one in a while, so just to keep our practice up. It's the political maneuvering of a human supremacist organization. Are they gonna die at the end of this? Because I would really, I feel like any supremacist anything, it just needs to go away at the end. We're gonna kill them all. Don't let anybody sort them out. Like, just completely vaporize them. Is usually for the best. Where are my... Oh, they're in the lights. Not even... No, no, absolutely not. Because it's D&D, so, like, God might bring him back. And you don't want that. That's not going to be making anybody happy. Your character is extremely anti the assassins. I mean, you've got like backstory with them though, right? No, not grid snap. Don't be goofy. I mean, we could... We could do... Disco, what are you thinking? Like, plot your way through this. What are you thinking? I have no idea, so that works. I mean, I kind of know what I'm thinking, but not really well. Which is very like me. Oh, actually, yeah, no, we screwed that up. Did we? I think we did. Oh, we totally did. Way to go, me! Way to go, me! We wanted it back there. Doesn't really do much, does it? At the end of the day? Like, it doesn't really help. To get the effect, I think we'd want it smaller, right? I don't know. It's just a sci-fi kind of pillory thing for right now. Something that I could copy paste and use for like other parts of the set, but I don't really have a goal with what I'm doing. Oh no! Oh, you're super fine. You are absolutely 100% fine. Holly, don't worry about that at all. Oh, Chili Beans! I heard Trump was taking a big steaming dump on Milwaukee, which is pretty darn funny. Because Milwaukee is like... Milwaukee, we're not great, but I think hands down better than anything that Trump could throw at us. We have style and panache. Trump could only wish to have style and panache. Make a carp set. I kind of got that in, what a tool. We're not Florida. Way cooler than Florida. I feel like I kind of was doing a carp set in, LBP 1. If I ever get that level finished. Which, I don't know, it might happen sometime, but... I'm not holding my breath. Which is good, because I've got, like, no lung capacity, so... It would be a problem. Jelly Beans, how you doing? Is life treating you well? I hope it's treating you well. I hope it's not giving you any kind of problems. I mean, aside from the obvious, but, like, you don't have really a lot of choice about that. Oh, Holly, don't worry. If you gotta pop out for a bit, you are super good. I did miss a little bit about your assassin. Let me quick catch that. Conscripted an assassin apprenticeship as a kid, but ran off before killing anyone, and now is seems like extremely murder happy. Oh, kittens, lovely to see you. How you doing? Hopefully well. And if not, I will remonstrate, which means I will monster again. This is well established. Jelly? I don't know if this will show up behind glass, though. I mean, there's only one way to find out. I've been writing the same character for like 2 years now, and I'm confused with the backstory. This is bound to happen, though. Like, you gotta get yourself a little Bible that you could put the backstory in. Are you for real? The jelly here is, in fact, a physical object? I don't know why that's so surprising. It doesn't even show up, though. Like, it doesn't even show up behind the glass. That's a shame. I'm pretty good. I won't be here super long because the mother and I are having a spa afternoon. Well, that sounds super lovely. I'm glad this isn't like a mother situation like the one in 50 Shades of Grey. Because, I mean, introducing it as a proper noun, introducing mother as a proper noun, like, I feel like it carries some kind of weight. That's why I didn't say how the mother is described in 50 Shades of Grey, but, you know, it's kind of a lot. Please family friendly, I'm trying. It's only Adam's family friendly, the maternal unit. Maternal unit. It's like an HVAC. I passed up the opportunity to buy a copy of the Addams Family the other night. I found another one of these rental shop going out of business sales. I picked up the Tumblr folks know this, but I picked up Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula with all the fabulous costuming and Gary Oldman that entails. Basically everybody in that movie is pretty fantastic except for Keanu Reeves. It's not his fault. They tried to make him do a English accent, and was not in his wheelhouse. I also got The Thing, which is the best version of The Thing, but importantly, I got 13 Ghosts. The 90s Addams Family, they had a 3 for 1,000 yen deal going on. So, oh, The Thing is so good. No, they didn't have the show. It was just they had Addams Family and Addams Family Values. See, you can't see anything through the glass, so I don't know, maybe like just like a lamp back there. Also, what's happening in my character model? Because that doesn't look great. I picked up most of it through memes and cultural osmosis, but it's still ruled. It's like, I mean, it's fantastic. It really, really is. It is a masterclass in tension. It really wrings a lot of, like, actual dramatic chops out of a lot of character actors, which is nice, because a lot of those folks tend to get just kind of... They don't really get substantial roles very often, it feels like. I mean, substantial in the sense of, like, not screen time substantial, but, like, actually requiring them to act. And I feel like that the thing gives them that. It's also just probably hands down one of the best practical effects packages, like total packages in a film. There's only one effect in that film that is kind of iffy, and that's the Blair monster. And that's really because they had to, like, do a really significant overhaul of that bit at the last minute. It wasn't really what they had wanted to do, but I think they ran out of money when they were doing it. The behind the scenes in the DVD, the behind the scenes of the thing in the DVD is actually really, really quite good. It's worth a watch. It was gross. It is so gross, and I love it. Oh, one of the effects guys, like, straight up almost died when they were filming the heart attack scene, and so a lot more of that caught on fire than was supposed to, and all of the, like, the latex and stuff was just, like, spewing toxic fumes, like, right in this dude's face. The 80s. It's a wonder, like, any of those guys freaking survived. Yeah, it's a pretty fun anecdote. It's kind of a lot, though. They're like, he was significantly ill after that. You figure. It's such a great movie, though. I adore the thing. I think it's one of my favorites. Absolutely not surprised. What am I doing here? Yeah, that works. Alright, let's take that and just have that there for a second. And I think we want more circuit board in the background. I'm glad that you enjoyed it, though. What was it, like 2012? Like, my rod of uranium. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I gotta get a little bit of woof on it, but I like it. It's a good little bit of kit. If you're okay with being disappointed with the effects, the 2012 kind of prequel-y, remake-y kind of whatever you want to call it, it's not bad. It's not fantastic by any means, but, like, it's not bad. Biggest plot hole of the Thing 82 was that the Norwegians weren't speaking English to the Americans. Interestingly, that is addressed in the prequel. It is a prequel, kinda, but I feel like it also doesn't take place in 1982, but, like, it does set up. That's one of my issues with it, actually, is, like, it's kind of slavish in how much it sets up some of the set pieces from the Norwegian camp when McCready and Doc go to visit. Like, I get why, but after a certain point it does feel a little bit like you're just pointing me at a better movie. But there is a reason why the characters at the beginning aren't speaking English. Although you may disagree as to whether or not it's a good one. But it's a relatively fun movie that unfortunately somebody in production, one of the producers, or a number of producers, I'm not sure, decided that they wanted to take the practical effects that the team had put a lot of effort into and cover them up with CGI, which is a real choice, because from all accounts it actually looked really good practical. It does not look good CGI, and that's unfortunate. But the movie itself, if you can forgive that, it doesn't live up to the thing, but I think very few things could. But it is relatively enjoyable. I mean, super fair, kittens. I like I said, I don't know that they address it well, but it is something that they do address. Us, Hidunda, lovely to see you. How are you doing? Even in the 80s, English-speaking rates in Norway were very high. I mean, we could also chalk this up to the fact that, like, whilst I do really appreciate Carpenter as a director, I don't know that he has a lot of understanding of any place that's not the United States, and even then, kind of question marks. I know that there's a lot of folks in, like, a lot of extras in Big Trouble in Little China who are not in fact anywhere near Chinese. He's a silly little guy. Carpenter is weird because, like, he seems like a really cool guy, and he seems to have, like, a good idea of what he is, like, as a director, and, like, what he wants to achieve, and he doesn't seem like he holds himself to be on a pedestal, which is kind of appreciative. Like, it's kind of something that I appreciate. It's not appreciative. But on the other hand, like, particularly with, like, Escape from New York, Assault on Precinct 13, and Halloween, while they're, well, Escape from New York and Halloween particularly, a little bit of Assault on Precinct 13, like, while they're all really good movies, they're all also, like, really super reactionary movies. Like, Assault on Precinct 13 is, it was like he wanted to do a western slash zombie movie, but without zombies, and so in the place of the zombies slash Indians, he uses gang members, and, like, he's on record discussing the film at the time, whereas, like, I wanted these gang members to be basically inhuman, like, to be monsters, and it's like, that's a whole decision. That's a lot. The kind of particular view of lawlessness that you see as well in, like, Escape from New York is very much in that kind of 80s we're really afraid of gangs and minorities kind of vein. And then Halloween, where it's like, let's take all the things that suburban Americans are afraid of, like murder and crime, and transport them into suburbia, and, like, you know, Still less racist than the remake. They did a remake of Assault on Precinct 13? And it was more racist? Wow! Wow! Because Assault on Precinct 13 is pretty racist. It's not great. It does have that kid getting shot, and that's like an iconic scene, but yeah, I get like I don't know. I feel some ways about Carpenter. The odds of an even more racist remake of a racist movie are low, but never zero. I mean, I feel like Red Dawn. Doesn't Red Dawn manage like to pull that off? We want like a whoomp, whoomp, whoomp. I don't know if I said when you came in, but it's very good to see you, and I hope that you're very well tonight. Hope that the life is treating you super kind. Are you on dimmer? You are not on dimmer. That's not what I want. The director did an interview where he talked about how the remake is about how he thinks it's so-called about how American black people have such a consumerist culture because of hip-hop, how they don't think about how they're being oppressed. The director's a white French guy. Wow! Wow! I feel like choices were made. That's wow. I got nothing else. I got no other words. Not on a family-friendly stream. Certainly not on a family-friendly stream. Yeah, that's definitely, I feel like you kind of out-racist the original. They're a French guy. Not a good job? Gonna go with not a good job. That's a terrible job. You did a terrible job. What am I making here? Like, I'm putting all this effort into this post, and I don't even know what I'm gonna do with it. You might want to set the lower bound of that sine wave to 0 instead of 0.1. Oh, that's a really good point, because like it couldn't have a negative output because it's going to a lamp. Good call. Thank you, Hirunda. The remake also has Ethan Hawke and Lawrence Fishburne as the main stars. I mean, that would be awesome, Kronos, but they don't give us anything that does that. Is the problem. I haven't like done anything in way too long, and it's kind of like I've lost what little ability I had to do efficiency. And I had like no ability to do efficiency in the first place, so you know, that's kind of a problem. When you accidentally flip your light switch to -1 setting, you create a sudden black hole in the ceiling. That would be really neat, though. Alice says, besides the racism in the cast, it's primarily known being one of the early scripts of the guy that made all those Purge movies. Oh no. Oh no. That sure is a shame. Because I heard good things about the Purge movies. The Purge movies are fine. Okay, so I guess he kind of learned his lesson? Why are you not... His first script was also Jack. Did it have to be? This isn't... This doesn't seem to be doing what I want it to do. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, I remember Jack. I really wish that I did not, but I do. I'm gonna head out into the world. Love you too. You have a wonderful time out there in the world. I hope that it don't give you no guff. I'm not sure this is affecting what I want it to. Like, why are you still having an output when you're not getting any input? I didn't need to do that. Alright, that's getting closer to what I want. I realize, by the way, this is like nowhere near the most efficient way I could do this. Like, I can see in my head better ways to do it, but just not really bringing them to fruition. In LBP, efficiency is our specialty. It's our watchword. It's our mantra. All that work just for this. It's kind of neat looking. I can at least appreciate that. When I used to make levels, when I go to bed, I literally stay up thinking how I could have made that thing I made easier. That's some kind of mood, Kronos. I feel like you could substitute, like, spend all day at the cash register thinking about how I could make that thing easier, and that would be basically the entirety of my late LBP career. That'll be me again if I start using RPG Maker. Kronos, if you start doing things in RPG Maker, I promise you this, I will be your first sale. Or I will be the first person to buy the thing that you make. I would dearly love to see. Well, then I would be the first freaking download. I would dearly love to see something that you made. That would be really super cool. I do not know what I could do to give you encouragement, but I would say, and honestly, that I would really love to see you creating again in whatever medium you feel suits you best. Why don't we just... And then... I've never made anything like in Avalonia, and I think it shows. I don't really do like a lot of sci-fi themed stuff. I made those two sets that I did for like the chapter 0 video and Soup's video, and I think those are like the most sci-fi-ist kind of stuff that I've ever done. I did like how they turned out. Well, we did do the rocket ship, and we did that like floating in space set. I guess the rabbit set, like the Year of the Rabbit set, if you really want to count that, but I don't feel like it's in the same vein. It's easy for sci-fi to look boring. Honestly though, you're right. Because it lends itself... Well, I don't know if you have the same reasoning that I do, but, like, I feel like it lends itself to a very repetitive, manufactured look. Just out of, like, practicality of design. Like, if you're thinking, like spacecraft, or a space station, or a moon base, or any of that kind of stuff, you are going to have a lot of modular rooms and uniform, apertures and doorways and windows, and lighting is going to be, on a repetitive, what do you want to say? like every 6 feet there's gonna be like a light box, you know, because that's like how we would do it. And that can become very boring after time. Generic sci-fi is equivalent to ancient civilizations in JRPGs, hidden underground temples, possibly in another dimension, runes, magic glowing rocks that have more energy than modern tech. So you mean like the floating continent of Zeal that I sent you the other day? Because it's got all of that. Sorry about the coughing. Never any good. Have you ever played Chrono Trigger? Which sounds like a really weird thing to ask you on account of your name and everything, but have you done? Oh, Risco, you be careful now, because you've got like, you got pieces back there. You gotta make them. No, actually, and I suspect we had this talk before. Oh, then I won't force you to have the talk again. I was just gonna say that's where Zeal's from. The that floating continent dealie that I sent you the other day. I'm not sure if you're versed enough in the Chrono Trigger settings to have recognized it. All this stuff is gonna have to be defizzed, like fizzy drinks that have been left out. So stale, basically. All this is gonna have to be stale. It's not immediately a negative. The thing I said above, you just gotta do something with it to make it interesting. Oh yeah. It's not impossible to build interesting from something that's generic, but like there's a little bit more of like an uphill. Let's make sure that we got like one of these sitting on the side that we're not going to blow up. Let's get our embossed cardboard down in there. Also, I had made this offer the other night. I had made this offer at the beginning of the stream, but I don't know that anyone was here to hear it. I don't really have like plans when I'm doing the create mode stuff. So if there's ever anything that folks would like to see me try to build, like some set or setting, then by all means, like feel free to suggest it, and I'll try my hand at it. Alright, so first off, Kronos, be kind. Hun, I love you, but you gotta, like, you can't be throwing stuff at me that I can't actually do. I mean, you know, I think that it's a fair assessment to say no Gup. If you want Gup, like, we're gonna have to play Isaac, and we'll just have to get Guppy. That's the only answer right there. I was thinking more of like settings though, like, oh wait, Alice says extremely wish someone made a thing that hid Twitter replies. Oh, that's like super easy, Alice. All you have to do is just not have a Twitter account, and then you'll never be able to see replies again. Every tweet will exist as an object in and of itself, completely divorced from all context and follow-up. How will I enter art raffles without Twitter? Are there still art raffles on Twitter? Serious question, by the way. Yes, but also I lied. I stopped entering them because I have nothing to submit. You'll get your mojo back someday. I believe in you. I trust in you. As the kids say, you have got this. Also, as the kids say, like, we're almost at the hour point. How did that happen? It's kind of nifty. Not 100% what I'm thinking, but it is still, in fact, kind of nifty. Did I say something that you were eating? I was saying about the Twitter stuff. If you don't want to see Twitter replies, just don't have an account. And then all replies will be hidden. You'll only ever be able to see the first tweet. This was only semi-serious. I don't think that this is probably going to solve your issues, but that's why I kind of figured it wasn't going to solve your issues, but it was still a funny suggestion. Well, moderately funny. Not like, in fact. Not entirely funny. I know you've said before that, like, there's a lot of activism that goes on Twitter for you. There's less so now because a lot of people now, but it's still the primary place for Iberian stuff. That's not Instagram. Okay. A lot of people left. I kind of figured that that's where you're going with that, but yeah, that's super fair. Oh, I think that's actually what I want. I think I just kind of lucked into what I wanted. But yeah, the blue check marks just make looking at replies now very tiring, and the usual unfunny people trying too hard to be funny or dunk on things they don't like. Honestly, it sounds frustrating as hell. I don't know how you put up with it. Like, I understand that you don't have a lot of choice, but I still don't get how you can do it. Because I would have lost my patience well before now. I mean, I guess technically I did. That's why I'm not there anymore. But yeah, it's hats off to you. Because it couldn't be me. I guess you have a strong will. I mean, I think you definitely do have a strong will. You put up with an awful lot of garbage. Not gonna lie. You deal with a lot, so I have a feeling that strong will is applicable here. But I imagine, like, it does help that, like you said, like, you do actually have a purpose. Like, you're not just hanging out there for funsies. And that probably goes some way towards it. Alright, I mean, that's not a bad look. I don't know yet that it's a great look, but it's not a bad one. I just need to stop looking at random accounts I don't follow and just keep to what I follow. That sounds like really good advice for this kind of situation. Sometimes I look at the For You page and it's true hell. Is it all like links in bio? I wonder how Link's doing in bio. Like, I wouldn't have thought Link... I would have figured Link for more of a humanities instead of a hard sciences. I know somebody's made that joke already. Like, it has to have been done. I'm not that clever. We are at the hour point, so I am going to take a quick pause here. And see what this is looking like. I'll be taking any suggestions for the scene, but I am gonna get my break and do my stretch, and I will be back in about 5 minutes-ish. 5-ish. Yeah, sounds good. Be right back. Chronos, same here. I've never seen one of the non-story levels that are shown in the screensavers. Like with LBB2, I saw a bunch of them, and honestly, I'm not sure that they existed. What? Like, I don't know what this needs. And some of that is just like, I don't know what I'm doing with it. But I feel like it's missing a lot, I feel like. I think it's very fun that people complained about line wobble in the Surface with the Surface Pen, and the Surface I bought came with it ASUS Active Stylus instead of a Surface Pen, and this is a stylus you can find on eBay for $30 and it has no line wobble. That pleases me. I feel pleased by that. I think that you should be free of line wobble. You should never be free of wobble bolts. Those I think are important, but line wobble definitely don't want. I don't know about that background. Oh, you can't UV tool the background. That's BS. Bolts with multiple gyroscopes? What are we suddenly playing Dreams? Is that what's going on here? I do not recall these multiple gyroscope bolts. Would you care to share with the class where we could find those? Your poppet? What? What wackiness are you going on about now? Oh, I do not like that. That is not what we're looking for. but you can't see it through the glass. That's such a pain in the butt. It must count as like a sticker panel. Oh, maybe the glass is just too opaque. That's kind of a good thing to know. Yeah, we can go with that. Kronos, what is this missing? I feel like this is missing something. I mean, I feel like this is missing a lot of stuff, but I just don't know what it is. I mean, I don't know particularly. Like, I guess I was just going for kind of a vague sci-fi. Hope. A closed level post, then you'll never feel doubt again? What? I mean, don't know about that. I mean, it's not an idea without its cuteness, but like, what are we going for? That does seem to be a bit of the issue. The stars material is one of the best ideas they've ever had. It's really good. Like, it just looks really nice. What was that all about? It's such a nice effect, though. Just getting a little flying droid thing here. Did I not, grab some hologram? How shocking of me. Now we're gonna want... Need a microchip, as always. No, that's not what we need. Oh god, don't be silly. That's what we want. Okay. Got our microchip. We'll need a anti-grav. I don't know, I always have it on 10% dampening. I feel like compelled. Oh, no. And just to test it. you doing that? Okay, that's kind of cute. We're gonna want this lifetime to be longer though. Oh, that's kind of neat. I like that. Alright, now we need a sound effect when it's moving. What's that, what's the computer noise? That's definitely not what we're looking for. Oh. That's kind of neat. Communications 2 from cross controller. Keep that in mind. I feel like there's another computer noise though. See, because that's also kind of cool. That's not. That's definitely not. Maybe communication 2 though is the right one. I think this one, yeah. I think we need another noise here. We need like a boom 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 noise. Yeah, oh, it's got some weird sounds, yeah. I don't think I've ever used that sound pack. I mean, I never used it a lot, but there's a few things that I definitely did use from it. I don't think that's quite right, but... Honestly, that's kind of fair, though. Like... the sci-fi pack is kind of a lot for good sound effects. I wish I had, like, recently, and I honestly hate it, but I just had no motivation to build, and I wish, I want that spark back, because I miss it a lot, but also it's just not there, and it's very frustrating. When you say literally everything else, like, you're not talking about life, are you? Kronos? I'm not gonna worry more than you give me license to worry. Like, I don't want to impose, but I do worry a little bit. That's part of the reason. Like, are you actually casting light? Yeah, kinda, I guess. Well, you know that I'm always around if you need somebody to talk to. That's kind of neat. If it gets really bad, I'll be likely to let you know. Okay. Well, I don't want you to feel like you are imposing. Like, honestly, at this point, the door is always open. gonna have a little thing to shoot these out. Oh, we're gonna need a way to destroy them. Well, let's just do that. We'll sort that right now, because that's like super easy. Well, is this like the throbbing energy that I want? That sounds really weird. I don't know if I like that. Is this the throbbing energy that I want? Like, is this the kind of noise that this would make? Yeah, maybe yeah. Alright, we need a impact sensor. Well, okay. I guess we're gonna start with the destroyer. Include register connections, disappear. Good. Impact sensor to tag? Include touching. Destroy. And we want drone? Because we're not going to want more than one open at a time. $150 should be enough. No. We'll just leave the drone on there for right now. Set the destroyer up there. That's good. Pop down a bit of hologram here. And toss on a tag. Alright, now we're gonna want and we need piston, because we always want a piston. Thanks to LBP1, I keep on thinking I need to set my pistons to stiff out the box. And it's like, I don't need to do that. That was LBP1 being weird. We just want to keep this from going away. We want to keep this from running off. I think 20 seconds on a random timer should be okay. Set this to forward backward. Set it to reset. Get it a one shot. Wait, something funky's going on there. Oh, you can go back here. There you go. There. Now, if it senses a drone, it won't be on. Now let's pump you up and make sure that this actually triggers. Wait, wow. How so? Wait, what's so weird? What's the weird thing? Is it weird? Cause like this is how I always do it. Weird in the sense that you never came up with it. Is it like, I mean, does it work? In the, cause I really respect the way that you put together your logic. So a lot of times, like if you're not trying something, I kind of feel like it's not worth trying. I like that though. That effect is pretty nice. For me, I probably wouldn't use a timer, just a randomizer into a selector with only one functional output. Like that? Not quite like that. So imagine the timer is a selector, and has a selector, and that selector has like 10 outputs. 9 lead to nothing, 1 hits the emitter. Okay, so like, almost kind of like the old school style. It's pretty messy looking the bigger it gets, so I definitely like your way better. Oh! Yatta! I think this is a modified version of what Comfort would use for his flickering lights. It was mainly just catching it because it was bopping up and down. All right, I feel like we're getting someplace. We're getting to the 2-hour point, yeah. I'm very sorry, but as soon as you said, imagine the timer is, I was reminded of the 4 balls. Wait, the 4 balls? What? When the object enters the time stream, time begins to correct itself. Let me use this example. Imagine 4 balls on the edge of a cliff. Say a direct copy of the ball nearest the cliff is sent to the back of the line of balls that takes the place of the first ball. The formerly first ball becomes a second, the second becomes a third, the fourth falls off the cliff. Time works the same way. What? Fine, I guess? I don't... Is that a JoJo thing? I don't know no JoJo. It's a Zyborn clock thing. The Protega Part 8 has 6 balls? Do I want to know what that means? Is that like 3 people stitched together? Thanks! I guess that's our one, it's just plot relevant. No. Adam's family friendly. Oh! That's weird. You'll have to type it again, because I don't know what you'd said. I am gonna take a really quick break though, because it is the 2-hour point. So get your stretches in. Shin-chan talks about balls, and that's a kid's show. That is true. Zyborn Clock is an ill-fated adventure game that a bunch of goons thought to try and make, despite having no game development experience. It's an internet laughingstock. Okie dokie. I guess I've learned a new thing today. For better or for worse. Okay. So not like gooners. A different use of the term. Oh, so I will take a look at this on the on my break. I'm sure it will be informative and painful. Oh, you can't put it in a different layer. That sucks. That's like completely useless to me. Okay, let me take my break. I'm gonna be right back. Oh my god! Oh wow! Oh, hey! Hey! That's you know, it's full card. It's hard for the folks. Ooh. That's certainly something. It's definitely a thing that exists. I mean, to be fair, it's probably better than I could draw. All right, we are back, taking it into the power 50 minutes. Seeing where we're going with this, do not know yet. These should be a different color though, like the green. I feel like we gotta have the green. And honestly, well, first off, let's think about this. Like, why have 3 sets of chips? I mean, I know why, because we're copy pasting, but why not just have one? And then they're all in sync, like the band. Everybody likes that band, right? This set looks like what the interior of a huge spaceship could potentially look like. Kinda, yeah. I wonder if there's something to do with that. I mean, Kronos, what is missing here? Yep, none of that. No. Like, leave that black. That's fine black. In the sink. They should have been left in the sink, honestly. It won't help if I said it looks fine. I mean, it does, it looks fine, and I think that's kind of part of the issue, is that, like, it looks fine, but that's kind of like all it looks. You know what I mean? Maybe that's all that's really all there is in this space. Maybe there's not like really space for it to look more than it does. Like if we wanted more, that we would need like another area. Like this would be fine for like a traversal section. And like that might just be the issue. That's a good point. That's honestly a really good point. And I think that's something that I struggle with a little bit. I kind of feel like I go a little bit too all in because I've only got the one space that I'm working with, that I tend to overcraft. I mean, I could always put like a little bang in it on the camera. I'm not gonna blow it up. Like, just have it like have a camera bounce like it's getting hit with like meteors. Like that time someone blew up your tower defense hub? I can't believe they did that. People are jerks. You feeling tired today, Alice? Was it a busy one for you? It's only the start of the day for me, but I'm already not feeling good. I hate that. Do you have to go to work today? Or is today a day that you could just kind of veg at home and relax? No. Let's go. What are you doing? You goober. I don't have to go to work today. Okay. So at least there's that. Hopefully you can get a little bit of rest in. Is there anything kind of both relaxing and fun that you could do around the house? Where's his swagger? Strutting. That's what we need. Oh, Holly, welcome back. It is a pleasure to have you in. I hope that you are well relaxed. Warframe gave you some trouble. Like, in-game trouble? Or, like, it didn't want to run? We had to farm stuff, and the new update broke one of the zones a little bit. Oh, that sucks. Were you able to get it sorted, or is it still kind of wonky? You muscled through, but the whole area is a mess. That's very blah. That's not what I don't know if the material that I had was the right one, but I think the material I'm using right now is not. That area's always had a had a problem. That area's always had problems. No, that's definitely not what we want. No. Definitely not. Maybe blue wood. I feel like that's the same effect that the cardboard had though. What if we get real wacky? Blue wood is the OG sticker panel, like that's for sure. Oh, that's too bright though. The green is like way too bright. That's not so bad. Maybe like what it needs is some stickers or some decos. We could definitely stand to queer it up a little bit. Just a little, as a treat. That works. It's like a nice little area though. Oh, I did say I was going to put in a little bit of a boom. always forget how to set these up. Like, you taught me how to do this, Kronos, and then I like, constantly forget. And not the floaty tech, because I've actually got that saved. I'm never letting that go, because it's really neat. The bounce up and down that we used for the cameras when the we had the archive dropping. It was like a really short countdown timer, right? And it was set the speed scale on the piston. I think we kept it. Why are you not moving? Well, that's not right. That's not how that works. Oh, that's how it goes. Now you don't move anymore. What is your issue? You goober. You absolute goober. What the heck? Why you no go? It's set to dynamic. Is it because this is also hologram? I feel like I remember that being a problem. The camera shake, yeah. Yeah. It's a really nice effect. I really dig it. It just wants to be weird, I guess. I guess it just decided it just wants to be funny. Where's the rending metal? I could have sworn there was one that's like a continuous sound. But I can't remember where it was, where I can find it. Like, it was a tearing metal sound. Sorry about the beeping, the burping. Those are contraptions, was it? Oh, that's kind of, I think that's... No. Not quite. No, it's just, there's a better way to do that. Because that's just not what we're looking for. It's a nice idea, though. Okay. Yeah, okay, we're getting there. I don't know if the camera shake is exactly where I want it, but it feels good enough for government work. Now, are there any other sounds that would be good in this area? Sound design is not one of my forte. My fort, as it were. We could do a power core. I have a really cool video to send you when you end up playing IB. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not sure like when we're gonna start IB. Because we got like a lot of games. we're kind of in a weird position of being very feast at the moment. Like we might be set up all the way into next year. Metal Gear Solid 2 is next. So we got Metal Gear Solid 2, we got Tunic, we got Metal Gear Solid 3, we got IB, we got Little Witch No Beta. I think those are all the games, like, that are just on hand, that's a pretty full slate of stuff. Yeah, I mean, I've never played Metal Gear Solid 3, so I'm really looking forward to that one. It'll be interesting because you started with 3. That's wild. Why are you so bright? Oh my god. That's like amazingly bright. I hate it. Holly, it's always lovely to have you here. I hope that you sleep very, very well. I hope you have no bad dreams. And that your tomorrow is a lovely tomorrow. If it helps, it's chronologically the first, so the worst thing could happen is that I would miss out on the parallels. That's fair. I imagine that's also the reason that Konami decided they remake 3 of all things. Holly says, I noticed my hands were wrinkled and I was feeling bad. Then Modi pointed out that my hands have gotten smaller. Oh my gosh. That's wild. Do I have that to look forward to? That's kind of neat and I'm okay with it. I'm kind of alright with wrinkly hands. My hands were bigger than hers. Now they're about the same size. That is so cool. I don't know if I like that throbbing energy sound, Kronos. I think it sounds kind of ugly. You have a lovely sleep. The best sleep for the best Holly. Yeah, I don't like that sound. That's an ugly sound. I don't think any sound is pleasant if you're stuck with it. You know what? That's pretty fair, actually. Also going now, thank you for the stream. Alice, thank you. And you as well have a good rest. I hope that you feel quite... Oh my god, Soup! Your timing, Soup, is fantastic. Because we're just going to take a look at this set in action. And then I might look at something else to show you, but let's hope that it doesn't crash while I save. Oh my god, we're actually getting the flywheel. Sometimes that doesn't happen. I hope that you're doing really well tonight, Sue. I hope that you're having the finest of evenings. You go make my my pasta sauce recipe. It's really good. Alright, hopefully this looks good, because this is going to be the thumbnail. Distinct lack of thoraxes for a flywheel? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. It's a pretty simple set, considering that it took us 3 hours to put together. Hey, where'd my Kronos, where's our banging, banging? Why does it not bang? Did we glue something? Oh, there it is. Okay. I was gonna say, we went through all that trouble to set it up. I'd like both the sackbot and the drone on the screen at the same time, because that'll be the thumbnail. Yeah. The sackbot would be where you save your game. That would actually be kind of cool. I think I know how it set that up too. Yeah, this turned out pretty nice. I should have put something in the background. Like, I should have put a planet back there or something, or a rocket. Would you like to save? Accept its love. Or leave. Like a jerk. I keep getting these like nice scenes that I feel like need just a little bit more. And I think I need to learn to be satisfied sometimes. But I think that's enough footage to get us a thumbnail? Okay, I was gonna put spaceship corridor, but I guess it's just spaceship. Wish LBP's color correction wasn't so extreme sometimes. This do gray with a very mild blue applied. The color correction's like really bad though. Like you're right. It's like really extreme. What was I gonna show you? Before we go. I think I had like the last roughly 50 minutes fresh set that was, I don't know if I showed you this one before, Soup, but this was a mock-up of the very first set that I did, because I didn't have it anymore when I did my last episode of roughly 50 minutes fresh. But I had footage, so I kind of rebuilt it. And I added some stuff off on the side because I was wrapping up, but I don't know. Yeah, I might not have showed you this before. You still remember the pilot episode? Oh my god. That's going back a ways. Yeah, this was the like the stuff in the very front here, like it was just the cardboard. There wasn't any of this this park area. And there wasn't like this bit here. because this was for the last episode, because I had all the side characters from the show. But the very OG set was like just the cardboard set here. Oh, Phantom! I remember that mock puzzle, by the way. Yeah. With like the really obvious solution. How you doing tonight, Phantom? We're going to be wrapping up pretty soon, but it is lovely that you were able to drop in. I hope that you are super Genki. God, the last time I used this, I actually used this in LittleBigPlanet, because there's some mock-up there. So originally these boards would come down, and the names of the levels that we were looking at would show up on the boards, and then at the end of the show, the grades would show up on the side. You're good. I'm doing pretty okay. Actually, I do have some pretty good news, though. So my DAW talked with the Virginia Records Department, and apparently, we can do the name change and the gender change in the same like set. We can do it online. Now, one thing I've got to figure out is like, because my dad said like as long as I get the doctor to fill out this form, then like it should be fine. But he also said that we could do everything electronically. So I don't know how those two things jibe together. So I'm going to have to talk to Dad on Wednesday, but I'm going to get moving on that, and it's really quite excited. Was really worried about you having to go back to the States in person for this section in particular. Yeah, because it was just, it would have been miserable. Trying to get in a trip down to Virginia and to New York was not going to be a thing. So luckily that doesn't have to be a thing. Apparently, now this I've got to like double check with their stuff, but like apparently it's only going to cost $42, which is completely wild. Might have run into the Mangler. I think the Mangler's in New York. The Mangler. All right. I hate to put a ribbon on it when you just got here, Soup, and Phantom when you just got here, but this has been a the Ashley slasher. Yeah, I mean, I've known a couple of dealers that you could call them that. It was a really long day, and I'm tapped. I'm tapped out. It was a lovely stream. It was very noodly, and I wish I had had a little bit more direction in the build, but that's just kind of the way that it be. We did end up getting a nice set out of it in the end, though, so I can't really complain too much. Although I mean, I always will complain too much. But it worked out nicely. It was a chill, relaxing stream. I did not make Don Quixote tonight. I spent the whole night on that spaceship. I forgot completely about doing Don Quixote. Oh god, that would be a very complex set to build because it's very busy. Because we've got like so much crap and there's so much signage. I think that would be like a multi-stream set. Honestly, if I wanted to do like a store set, I could do it, I think, but it would take a lot of work. Yeah. I am tuckered out, so I'm gonna put the ribbon on things here. I will ask you all, as I always do, to please be taking care of yourselves out there in the meat space. Make sure that you are getting all of the hydration that you need. Make sure that you're getting at least one meal in a day, even if it's not great. I'd prefer it if you have more than one meal, and I prefer something that's a little bit nutritious for you, but I understand how circumstances go sometimes, and sometimes just one meal is all that you get. If you got medications, try to be taking those medications as close to schedule as your situation will allow. But above all and overall, please do remember that you are important. You've got value. You got people out there that are rooting for you, that want you to have your best life, want you to be safe and happy. And I am one of those people, but I am only one of those people. There are many more. And that has to do it for us here at This Go About. So from me, Risco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.